Are you struggling with handling aggregates and relationships in event sourcing? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into how to manage complex domain models effectively. I totally get it. When dealing with complex domain models, figuring out how to reconstitute relationships from events can feel overwhelming. Many developers face this challenge, and it's completely valid to seek clarity. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, "How should I reconstitute relationships from events in a complex domain model?" They mentioned concerns about searching by aggregate ID in serialized events, and whether their proposed database structure would break event sourcing principles. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what's the issue here? In event sourcing, aggregates are meant to encapsulate state and behavior. But when relationships become complex, it can be tricky to maintain that integrity. We'll break down the principles and how to navigate this. And stick around. At the end, I'll share a powerful tip that can help you maintain the integrity of your aggregates while managing relationships effectively. To handle aggregates and their relationships in event sourcing, the user should first understand the concept of aggregate roots. An aggregate root is the main entity that controls access to its related entities. Next, the user should focus on designing the events carefully. Each event should encapsulate the changes to the aggregate and include all necessary information to reconstruct the state of the aggregate. The user can then implement a projection mechanism. This mechanism will listen to the events and build the read model, which can represent the relationships between aggregates without breaking event sourcing principles. Finally, the user should consider using a dedicated storage solution for events. This allows for efficient querying and retrieval of events related to different aggregates while keeping the aggregates decoupled. Fun fact, did you know that the concept of event sourcing was inspired by the way we record events in our daily lives? Just like keeping a diary, it helps us track changes over time. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. This user suggests managing relationships using keys without enforcing foreign key constraints like in traditional databases. They emphasize that a user ID can be a human-readable identifier, and there's no strict requirement to link via GUIDs. They also mention that mapping between different identifiers is handled in projections, which help display the correct information and ensure the proper fields are included in your commands. Here's that powerful tip I promised. Always document your domain events clearly. This practice not only helps in reconstituting relationships, but also aids in understanding the evolution of your aggregates. And there you have it. You now have a clearer understanding of how to handle aggregates and relationships in event sourcing. Remember, maintaining independence and clarity is key. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more insights, and don't miss our next video on advanced event sourcing techniques.